This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Or so I've learned.
Hoi, friend! Have you any time for me today? There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. For it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine, I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind looking at this box. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be willed. 'Tis something I obtain. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray now. I'd best be. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. Thus, I cannot say when next. Oh, I feel sure we shall in time. Till then, take care.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring... it was not a burden upon the lad.
Right you are.
Need anything? Many thanks. Need anything?
Follow me.
Look as long as you please.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. in all Vernworth. You know where to find the solution. Welcome. I'm certain there is one.
We're in the right place, but the one we're due to meet has yet to show. Ought we to wait for them?
The current hour ill suits our progress. Let us visit an inn or make camp.
Ah, there we are. Good thing we hung about.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen you, I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies from the pains he took to remain on scene. 'Tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim, have you divined aught of the false sovereign, Your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest, but hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that? I see. If Your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am but of course. I surmise Your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I have no doubt that this bill would prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent. We're off to Vernworth Palace, then. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. We pawns are barred from entering the palace, but nothing shall keep me from escorting you to the gates.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
I'm afraid I cannot escort you beyond the castle entrance, Master. We will have to part ways till you emerge. Could you come over here? Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Could you come over here?
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Do you know how long you'll be?
You are the Arisen. Follow me! Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, pray be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing there at all.
sets me thinking, this place.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to...
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say now. If Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be...
back.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you...
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties won't get you far with me. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet.
I cannot help but be wary.
So, you've come. Captain Brown.
Reckon you can do as you please, eh? So does my shift's done. To the tavern.
cannot endure. I've not an inkling of what to do.
I'm unsure how best to
Toss the point.
If you've naught of consequence to say, hush up. Have you aught worth reading in your pocket? Pray, do not interrupt. This gloom strains the eye. Come to embroil me in your affairs, have you? This gloom strains the eye. Pray, do...
Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Aha! Then we are presented with 3 options. Or, Jesus Arisen, have you proof that you are... Ah! They say the Arisen's breast by that mark. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man, he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd... That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, tell me. Does that... I suspected as much. Then we are done.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder? There was a place fitting that description within the slums, as I recall.
I think I get the idea. We'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
My prayers are sure that he will win. It is my duty to devote my life to It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Watching me. I swear it. I'm so very tired. This place gives me
Got more soil on me than an unwashed potato.
no covers.
Living hard that brings the brave, I say.
I don't feel safe.
Just
here.
remember, somewhere to be. Life's been pretty kind.
May tomorrow be as uneventful as today.
Each day is hard to be day.
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
I must be grateful, at least to have a full belly.
We have found a material.
Different combination.
You ought to be ashamed.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Oh, someone help me.
Medicine? Now!
Very well.
You ought to be ashamed.
I spend my days in quiet reflect.
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those.
Good day, sir.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance, you see, one of the children we care for, Malcolm his name is. He's a steady lad. This building's very old. It could be... Might I impose on you?
Let us begin by gathering information.
It's no great shock to me.
This place gives me an ill feeling.
Suppose you're all right.
Chaos in the world. Is there aught I can assist? Do not approach me.
Who might have the answers we need? Should we ask around? I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Where could Mal... Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get my...
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies.
Malcolm? Don't know why he bothered.
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll learn...
Malcolm's been... Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Loyalty's just another way to save your own skin.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
I've naught to say to you.
I'm quite sure ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then?
My, you are...
Marriage isn't taught its...
What my kind of place is.
The other day, I chanced to snout. That's not so, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. That gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different.
Good day to you.
Always gotta be in the thick of things, me.
This is unacceptable.
This isn't right. I shan't trust a word you... I know naught of value. Ask someone else.
I wonder what it was, Malcolm. I wonder what it was, Malcolm.
I've naught to say to... My, you are... My greens are... My greens are...
Off with you. 'Tis good to be busy.
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last. You looking for a fight?
I wonder what it was, Malcolm.
This world is cruel. And
I'm ill at his ear.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
You wish for me to remain here? 'Tis easily done.
Was I lacking? Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble. Maybe he was hoping to find... Maybe he was hoping to find something...
Was I lacking in devotion?
Not sure how much longer I can hold out. Don't think you're safe. Just one found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. You could say it was an ill twist of...
Where perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is...
Welcome home.
I spend my days spinning yarns.
Oh, you bold feck.
If you wish it, I shall not move from this spot.
Listen up, you lot. Aye, the ale's on me tonight.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
I need not pity, sir, but aid.
My greens are second to none. Farming might look like simple work, but 'tisn't.
Right, just follow me.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
As you say, I shall remain here till you give the word.
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings. As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Shall we head there now? 'Twould save us having to make the trip again.
Some other time, maybe.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. I wonder what it was Malcolm...
My bed. And a sharp zest.
Maybe he was hoping...
Time to be heading home.
Loyalty's just another way
Barely
to
grabbed my arse out.
Wickedness has no hold on a tranquil mind.
Is Malcolm all... We were supposed to go exploring together. Wish he'd woken me up. I was... Please, sir.
My prayers will surely come true. The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey of much fun.
Vaults, you say? But you mention rubble, aye? Then come, I fear there's not a prey. Follow me, and quickly. I believe this is... Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through? There is naught to be done but have... Let us make haste.
We would be ill-advised to proceed without light.
Malcolm, thank good you have my eternal gratitude.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We're to be guided to our destination. Let's try to follow along.
Indeed, you are correct. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
I'll get that for you.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
It is quite a find indeed. Is this some... Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a... Might I ask that you not share the existence of this? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to... We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy. Someone who can appreciate its... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, let's investigate this place's secrets together.
It near boggles the mind, that's...
The book's nest.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
We'll manage. Whatever comes. We always do, don't we?
I'd say I'm any happier to see this foe than the last time we crossed paths.
Prayer alone cannot win us this battle.
You're gonna regret that.
I ought to be getting
As uneventful as today. I knew 'twould end like this.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
The townspeople depend on me.
Well, have you found some place? Oh, to think. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me. Guide me outside, then.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
This should be far. If you truly are Arisen, words may be wind. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Mayhap. You'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attend a palace masquerade. We're off to Vernworth Palace, then. We pawns are barred from entering. the palace, but nothing shall keep me from escorting you to the gates.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Here, if you please. You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
I quite like it.
Those new recruits. Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Townspeople depend on me. You can't just wander in here.
Perfect spot to sit and think a while.
Always the same dismal.
Court full of nobles, and not one noble heart. Sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
I've little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
My list of duties grows more longer.
I do not believe you have a right to be here, sir.
Are you of worthy station to...
Twould seem I drank such drink that I am drunk. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
My talents are lost amidst townsfolk. It's delightful breeze. Aftermarket. Do forgive me, but who? Do forgive me, but
days like this make me glad to be alive.
it. Couldn't. To put my feet I quite like it.
Errands are wearisome work, indeed.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
I suppose 'tis so.
Precious little time.
Well met, sir.
It gladdens the heart to see so many smiles about.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal. Let me see. It reads, "True to our pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made a meager clue. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, I will investigate these matters as best I can. Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, and ere it slips my mind, pray, take...
Jesus.
As a reward for... You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you have procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Masquerades being as they are, you will much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when... Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from it. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit them. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Praying, is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizen.
Welcome.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Make yourselves... Need anything? Stop by again soon. Need anything? Many thanks.
Might as well take a look while you're here.
Eh?
This can't be happening. Snuffed out in the blink of an eye.
I see you cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen.
Are you trying to provoke me? I cannot take much more of this.
Need anything? Stop by again soon. Need anything?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Anyone wait for the new equipment. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day. If we're to break it, it shan't be from this side.
Really? Now?
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
Light gives our foes frustrating mobility. Would be tricky to kill them without luring them into range.
I am well aware of the particulars. Take the power of ice and turn it against our foes.
I'm just letting the enemy gain the upper hand.
I see you've been drenched. Run off as soon as you can.
Prepare yourself!
Well done, Master. We are none of us alike in vocation.
'Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. I'll combine my magic with yours. Might cast a spell more quickly.
It should be of use. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
We'll pull through yet!
An exemplary performance.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Oxen are to be... Goblins approach!
We have no means of escape. Foremost priority is
What is this running in you?
I shall heal you at once. Halt.
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing. Let me get that.
There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
You ought to take a closer look. I grant your weapon a magical boon. Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ah, I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Blighter.
No! The origin's been poisoned!
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
Who's there?
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Is there no getting through this door?
That's of fine craftsmanship. Perhaps better than anything we have at present.
As they say, 'tis the wearer that makes the wares.
Very well, but pray do not make me wait over long. Would you care to see a sorcerer's magics in action? Shall I assist? My nose tells me there's aught close by. I'll have a look.
Be sure not to overlook anything.
need of a sorcerer master, know that my magics are at your disposal. Shall I assist?
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on? While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way. So, I'm beginning to get. Hey, Arisen?
Right. To arms!
Very well, if I must.
One of us...
This thing is yours to wield.
Your magics have faded and must be recast.
You keep your love, and I take the rest. Feast your eyes on this!
I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy. Poison ought to be cured with all due haste.
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents.
Just hand over your coin. I'll let you hand over all the coins in the purse now.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Wish me at the Vanguard? Why, you will. You care to see a sorcerer's magic in action? I expect you'll be wanting my assistance.
Risen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
It is not what I expected. Furthermore, we could add a warrior to our ranks. What say you, Master?
Well, I suppose if all we care about is brute force, we ought to consider it.
We are under attack! I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. Well done. Take care where you place your feet. A sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as it is our enemy.
It's hard as stone. And tossing at our other foes.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow. Are you fit to travel?
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I've oft pondered. The gist of it is...
Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on? I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
You must not let down our guards. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
How dare
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it. Methinks I know where that is. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
It would seem we've little choice but to set out for the place. I grant your weapon a magical...
My thanks, sir. Here you are. 'Tis a
you mind coming over here? We're here, Master.
And I might just let you leave.
I'm gonna win.
This battle is ours! Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
I'll combine my magic with yours.
I will protect you.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that room goes to waste. Your magical aid has disappeared.
This row is drawn to women as a moth to a flame.
The tendency is mighty strong, though to do so would be to more danger. Poison is a nasty affliction.
Done. Thank you, Arisen. I'm overjoyed to have completed the task my master set for me.
Splendid.
Just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Frey, follow me. We cannot break it from this side.
Really? Now? Ah, a ballista. These have quite a long range.
Let us make use of this during battle. I've no doubt 'twould catch our foes unawares.
We have reached our destination. Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
Well now, you've a keen eye. Would that my master from beyond the rift were blessed with such good fortune.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen. Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment. Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint. I'll put this to you. Use. Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed. I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings. Fire is not its weakness. Our light and turn it against our foes.
headlong into battle. Let us watch our foe carefully to determine our best strategy.
Wakestone arisen. It harbors the power to bring the dead back to life.
A fine prize. We must think very carefully before using it.
I'm not sure we've a means of destroying this, Master.
'Tis a ballista arisen.
Ha ha! I can think of all manner of uses for a contraption such as this. Might we not lay a trap for our enemies?
is hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Whoa! Walking boat!
Holy attack will prove most effective against them.
These beams are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Let us return once we've grown tired.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out...
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.